Hi everyone, it's Billy Joe. I just wanted to go through the process that I mentioned in my last video and work through entering into your heart space and understanding what comes, what it is that happens and allows you to receive that energetic sort of information. So many people talk about when they either meditate or they are listening to music or they're within an art creative process. That is your real she, your sacred heart energy. That is the frequency, that connection. That is connecting to your higher self, to the all that is, to creation itself. It is a specific energetic field that you carry. It is your signature. I have mine. We all have our own that then connects and is a part of the collective consciousness. And my belief is that we are to raise that frequency as high as we can. And if we're living a life of being in darkness or doubt or suppression or limited ideas and thoughts about who we are or what we should or should not be doing, anything that takes us away from understanding that heart frequency to the highest level, to the highest degree, is something that has to be worked with and should be something we are more and more aware of as time goes and work to raise it in any way that we can. So, with that in mind, I mentioned I would be entering into the Sacred Heart space, that energetic frequency, the field, and doing my own meditation with the idea that I would have some sense of what I was entering into. Pulling a card, pulling an oracle message, and working with that to see what comes through for me. I always know what's first for me and then for the collective, and kind of go from there and see how it would play out. And so what I did this morning was pulled a card out of this is called the Mystical Shaman Oracle card. It's amazing. It is beautiful. It's something you can find on Amazon. I'll see if I can get the link to that for you. In here, as I've mentioned before, I don't know if you all have remembered or heard any of the other videos, but I have a very strong shamanic connection. When I first started meditating a couple of years ago, it was very clear that there was a shamanic connection, a sense, a presence. I call this presence a shamanic elder, and started working with me very clearly. And I just always called it visions. I just called it, things that I saw within my meditation. As the practice evolved, I recognized that truly is a connection to a source, a being. And I would hesitate to say that I channeled because it's not something I ever thought I did or could do or was doing. But now that more time has evolved, I'm recognizing we all can channel. We all can enter into energetic space and receive collective information that is helpful to us. And so that has been what's happened for me over this last 2.5 years or so, and it's just increasing and becoming clearer. I share all this because my real desire for each one of you is that you establish your own connection. You integrate that energy, all that you can see or hear or feel when you are in meditation or in that space, that sacred heart energetic space that brings you joy, because that's where it happens. It's not going to happen in density, in darkness, in pain, in suffering. It's going to happen when you elevate and you are aware of where you are in your own energetic body, your own energetic field. So keep all that in mind. And what I will say is during the meditation, I was concentrating on a card that was pulled from this Mystical Shaman Oracle card deck, and it was the Jaguar. And this is amazing. So I'm going to share with you the Jaguar reading. The essence of the Jaguar is that it is the protector of all life in the Amazon, and in times of fear, she brings courage and certainty. Jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With great strength, she can track her mark from a distance and not be seen or heard. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing the abundance of the rainforest, fearless and at ease. Jaguar knows the ways beyond death and is the master of the shadows, blending invisibly between light and dark, night and day. The invitation for the Jaguar is that she calls you to explore beyond the walls that confine you, to go outside your normal routine, to push your limits and boundaries. She's delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into the mystery and the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. Toss all caution to the wind. Know that your Jaguar instinct will serve you well. Medicine that is offered. What in your life needs to be released? What have you carried around with you for far too long, which is ready to be let go of once and for all? Your Jaguar medicine is available to heal the fear so you can allow it to go. It's time to come out of the shadows and end the shadow games that you may have unconsciously agreed to play. Call on Jaguar to unfetter you from toxic relationships and recover your natural instinct to the right people and situations. Amazing. So I read that prior to entering into my meditation, and what came through was, for me, pretty profound. My shamanic elder came forward, and from there was very clear that as we enter into every new day, we have the opportunity and the option to choose how we are going to engage in that day. Are we going to fall under the oppressive thoughts and ideas or energies that are around us, or are we going to rise above? And what I saw, because I get a lot through my meditations through visuals, what I saw come through for me was actually standing in the midst of a ring of Native American women who had been oppressed, who had been enslaved, who had been, put under, put down. And I could feel the rise in that sense of knowing that this is not something that is going to be allowed, tolerated, accepted. It is a part of all of us, within us, that needs to be recognized and seen. We don't have to be held down and oppressed or talked to in ways that are unacceptable or that are not going to help us on our journey. Engage in positivity and love and goodness. That was an extremely important sense, the feeling that came through. And for me, this is how I end up meditating, what I end up getting. I can start with an oracle like with this and ask for more clarity or sense of what it is that I might want to share. And today, this is what it was, and thought to come on and share that with you, and hope that it resonates in some way with any one of you, all of you, in that this is a journey that we all can do. And for me, I'm just going to share how it's working for me and how I move through the process, and hopefully can encourage you all to do the same, because every one of us can connect to that collective consciousness, that higher consciousness. First our own higher consciousness, but then that of the collective. The goal being that we all rise. We all are able to become enlightened in a way that carries us through in positivity. And that is why I've started doing what I'm doing. You are along for the journey. This may morph as I go, but for now, this I think is something that we'll try. I'll do for a little bit and bring the messages that come through that are specifically for me, holding fast in my own strength and in my own courage as the Jaguar to walk through the things that are holding me back. doubts, that people telling me maybe that I couldn't at any time in my life, and then you hold on to that. But to break through from all of that, to really break through and move in a way that is going to be bringing you into a much higher, elevated sense of self, that integrity within you is going to only be strengthened, and that you can move in ways that you may never have understood before. That is my true hope for myself, and then for all of those who may be listening and may gain just something, anything from what one shares with another, and that eventually we all keep sharing, and that we all keep raising each other up together. Takes a village, as the old saying says, that's something I hold on to. And I thought about the old Indian tribes that would move their camps from one location to another. And in doing so, every single member of that tribe had a place. If one was removed, there would be a hole, right? One would carry the firewood. One would be carrying the poles for the tents. The others would be carrying the skins to place onto the poles. The others would be carrying the fire itself. Others would be carrying the goods, the foods, whatever it is. Everyone had a part and a place. And there wasn't anything that was more important than the other, because it was the whole. We are all a part of the whole. None of us are any more significant than the other. And my heart speaks to your heart, and hope that you recognize the value that you are as this collective of human beings that we are, as we continue to help each other, love each other, and raise our frequency, raise that consciousness, that level of understanding that we are going to survive. We are going to conquer all that there is before us. There is no doubt. We are stronger than I think any of us recognize. And the more we pay attention to our inner strength and elevate that frequency and really work with that sacred heart energy, the more connected we are to the all and to each other. And so I leave you with that. I hope this has resonated. I really do hope this is something that is beneficial and you can take and use in your day. And so until the next time, many blessings to you. Namaste to all.